It's time to dish with D. That's me. Oh, it's cold. Oh, we're supposed to hit like 70 this week. I do find that hard to believe because it's 36 right now. I don't know. High of 39. So I don't know when the 70 is going to come, but I look forward to it. Spring will be here another week. I think it's like the 20th. I'm super excited for the spring. Obsessing. That's the word I think we'll vlog about today. I was going to do something else, but I think I'm going to do a different type of talk for that. I might do it as I do my kitchen talks. I have a whole idea for that one. So we're going to maybe work on that this week, but I thought we could vlog, a quick vlog on the way to work about obsessing. Almost like, I don't want to use obsessive compulsive because, that falls in there, but I'm just wondering, like, we're going on the slight obsessive. There is the obsessive compulsive people, but I'm looking at the obsessive people. Do you ever get you might know somebody, or you might suffer from obsessiveness about, we'll say, Weight Watchers or your lifestyle that you've chosen. Like, do you ever see, like, all of a sudden you could have, like, been the worst person eating habits and didn't give a flying fig about anything and just ate what you wanted, and and then we get on this nice wellness journey. I like to call it a wellness journey. I don't want to call it a diet or even healthy, like wellness journey. It's like my favorite word. You go on this wellness journey and you're doing well, and all of a sudden, you get a little bit cray, let's say, crazy. Like you get, like, you're obsessed. You're obsessed by the number on the scale. You're obsessed about what you're eating or what you're not eating. And you're just like, you can't see left or right. You only can see straight. That's the person I'm talking about. The person that doesn't understand that this is a lifestyle. We're human, and sometimes things happen. And you know what? There's no right or wrong reason why it happens. It just does. And you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to sit there and convince yourself that you're doing horrible when you just eat something that you didn't plan for. There's many times I eat things I don't plan for. Does that make me horrible? No. Does it make me off plan? No. Does it make me a loser? No. It just makes me a person who likes food, and sometimes you just gotta eat it. You do. I always think of people who aren't on, like, just normal people. I use the word normal all the time. That never obsess about food. They just eat. And maybe they're lucky, maybe they have a better metabolism, but they just, they don't obsess about it. They eat, like, I always say, if you can sit there and eat a sensible, normal portion of food, that's what I strive for. I strive just to be average. I don't want to be better than anybody. I just want to be average. I just want to be, I want to go somewhere, have a nice dinner, and not get worried and obsessed. Did I overeat? Did I undereat? Did I not have enough points? Did I have enough points for that? I just want to eat. And I don't want to think about how many points that was. Or I want to realize, look at something and know that I could have that and I'll be okay with it. So I'm not a person that obsesses. That could be good and bad. I do think the obsessive people do better because they are super focused. But are they truly living the life? Unless you're super obsessive, maybe they are, I don't know. But are they truly living life to the fullest? No, they're super obsessive. So they're super obsessing over everything. And they're not really enjoying anything because they're super obsessive about it. Like, I don't want you to be super obsessive about the scale. Like, I know there are people that like to get weighed every day. I'm not one of them. I was sort of, I don't want to say the word sort of one of them because I never got weighed every day. I would get weighed like a few days a week. Honestly, I don't think I got weighed every day. And it works in your favor and it doesn't work in your favor because every time you get on this, I can get on the scale 3 or 4 times in the same morning and not even not eat or anything and be different every time. It's just something that it's like a variable. It could go up or down with water, with anything, with movement. So I don't give the scale as much power as some people do because I know that I did the best I could that week. I did the best I could. There's weeks where I've had gains, but I would go back and I'd still do the same things. I wouldn't change anything. And I try to live my life that way. I try not to live with regret and guilt, because they're the worst things you can serve yourself, as my leader would say. There's no reason. You know what? If I want it, I'm going to have it. I'm not going to feel bad about it. Why? This is a journey. This is a lifestyle. And in life, these things come up. I just want you to take the power away and stop obsessing about like the scale. Maybe we should obsess more about portions. That's what I seem to obsess about. Like making sure I'm having a sensible portion. Like we talked the other day. Sometimes we like the 0 point foods. And I don't blame you. I blame Weight Watchers, honestly, for never really addressing the fact that 0 point foods have calories. And to call them zero gives me this false sense of safety. Like, oh, it's zero. I could just eat it and I'll be fine. Not really. You can't eat a whole big old 32-ounce container of Greek yogurt and think that that's okay. You can't eat a whole dozen eggs and think that that's okay. Eggs have calories. One egg, one large egg, I think is like 75 or 80 calories. So you have a dozen of them, that's 800 calories. That's a lot. It's a lot, but they're not telling you not to do it. They're not saying, no, they're just saying it's 0 point food. So, we are right to have a dozen of them because we're not told otherwise. But I'm here to tell you, I say, know what you're eating, track it. And when you go in your app, you have a Weight Watchers app. I know we all have different apps, but I'm talking to specifically the Weight Watchers app because this is the one that I use. It tells you what a portion is. You go for non-fat Greek yogurt, it tells you what a portion is. So you track that. It's not going to give you any points for it, but this way you know how much you've eaten of it. So if you go to have it later in the day, you've had a half a cup. It's supposed to just say, well, just eat out of the carton, because I buy the big cartons of yogurt. So I don't really know how much I eat if I just scoop it out of there and eat it. But if I put it in a measuring cup and I know how much I'm eating and I track that. I mean, did anybody gain weight eating chicken? I certainly hope not. But go in there. It'll tell you what you put in boneless, skinless chicken breast. It'll tell you what a portion is. So that is, what I suggest if you're having trouble not losing, you're at a standstill, you feel like you're on a plateau. Could be the 0 point foods. If you're on purple and you're not weighing and measuring pasta and rice, on a normal plane it's 6 points for a portion, at least my portion. So if I'm not weighing and measuring that and I just free pour, I could be having easily 15 points of rice and pasta. If it's 0 points, brown rice, I'm going to throw it on my plate. I can't do that because I know me. And if you're telling me it's 0 points, I'm just going to keep doing. I weigh my oats. I measure my oats every time. And he's in the wrong lane going straight. He gives me the dirty look. You're in the turning lane going straight, and I get the dirty look. Not try like that one. But yes, I measure my oats. When I was on purple, I measured my oats. I didn't sit there, it doesn't matter, I'll just pour it. No, because I knew I only wanted a half cup. Even though I was on purple, I still weighed and I still measured my 0 point foods. I never had more than a cup of pasta. It gave me 6 extra points that day, don't get me wrong, but I didn't have more than that because I knew that's what a portion is and I should be only eating a portion. So I'm here to tell you, like, if you're worried about not losing and you're on like the purple and blue plan, I'd say weigh and measure I wouldn't weigh and measure fruit and vegetables, quite honestly, though some people will tell you they gain weight from fruit. I don't know. The natural sugar, maybe? I don't know. I'm not one that says that, but I've heard people say that. Again, obsessing. If you're thinking fruit puts weight, that's a little obsessive. There's something else that could be going on. So I don't want you obsessing about food. I don't want you obsessing about the scale. I don't want you obsessing about exercise. There are people that, oh my God, if they don't, if you miss the gym, you're not going to die and you're not going to gain weight. Because if you do gain weight for missing one episode of the gym, then there's something else going on. Because we shouldn't have to exercise to lose weight. I never did. So if you're at that point where you miss a day at the gym and you're going to say that's why I gained, I think there's something else going on. Are you exercising too hard? There is something about that said about that. About over-exercising. There is. I mean, I look at it this way. If you exercise for enjoyment, that's fine. But if you exercise because it's compulsive, that's a problem. It is. I mean, some people say that's how they release. I get that, but if you're getting upset because you miss a day at the gym, if you get upset that, you get weighed when you shouldn't get weighed, and the scale doesn't say what you think it should say, but is it your day to get weighed? So I try not to, and I know, like I said, I'm not sitting there telling you it's not hard, but these are things you have to work on other than food in your journey. Like, it's not about what we eat all the time. Like, people think it's all about, it's what I eat. There's other things involved in your journey than just what you eat. A lot of things. And I call it a journey of self-discovery. I discovered a lot about myself on my journey. Like, when you allow yourself, like, there's going through the motions, and then there's really getting to the root of why you eat. Like, I think I went through the motions many times, and this last time, I really realized, and I want to say it's this channel, and I don't know why, it's when everything changed, that I realized about how much of an overeater I was. We lie to ourselves all the time because nobody wants to be an overeater. Nobody wants to say they have an eating disorder. It's like taboo, still taboo. I don't want to say that. I don't want to have I'm an overeater. Like, that's why Overeaters Anonymous. But I really think I was a compulsive eater. I still am. It's not like I'm cured, because I'm certainly not. I don't think you ever get cured. You get it under control, but there's always. I mean, and I'm a perfect example of being heavy for so long that it's part of who I am. It is. I mean, I identify myself as a person of weight. A person of color, a person of weight. I identify myself as a chubby girl. I still do. I always will, because I spent 90% of my life like this. 90%. That's crazy to think about it. 45 years of being overweight. And we're talking, like, not even overweight. We're talking really overweight. Like, I don't want to use the word morbidly, but I was definitely obese. Definitely obese. And morbidly towards the end, but definitely obese. And yeah, and you look back at yourself and you wonder why. How did it get that bad? I don't know. I don't have the answer for that, because I really don't know. But I do know I strive. I strive and I work every day. And I know that I'm always going to have tendencies for the other way. So I have to, you recognize that. Recognize the faults in yourself. And, I'm never going to be, like I said, I'm never going to be, I hate these words, cured, because I'm never going to be easily, like, I have to always work at it. It's always going to have to be something that I strive and I work and I have to give effort to. It's not something that I'm just going to come easily to me. I'm just going to be like, okay, it's all done, I'm all good. No, I'm always going to have to work at this for the rest of my life. I'm always going to have to sit there and think about something before I pick it up and eat it, because I know it's just something I'm going to want the worst choice. I don't think I'm ever going to want the better choice. But it is what it is, and I am who I am, and I like myself. And that's important. You have to like yourself. I do. I like myself. I think I'm kind of cool. But I'm here at work today, so thank you for joining me. And I just want to say, look at my skin. Oh my God. It really, when you put work into your face, and I've seen results, it's been about since November. I've been using, like, morning creams and night creams and eye creams, but I definitely could see such a difference. And like I said, we have to put work into everything, work into our journey, work into our face, work into our life, but it's worth it in the end when you can see results. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this obsessive video. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, there's a subscribe button. Let's join the Dish with D revolution. Have a great day, and we'll dish another day.